Hello. So I think we can wait for like 10 minutes and see like just 7 minutes more to see if others can join or others still waiting to join. Then we can start. Just 7 minutes. Thank you. And if you can hear me, can you just put like hi in the chat so I know if you can hear me well? Can you just put like hi or reaction? Oh, yes, if you can hear me. Oh, okay. Thank you. Okay, I can start now. From my indication, we are just two. Okay. Welcome to this channel. I just want to talk about Stipendium Hungarian scholarship, and it's a very very simple application. But most of the viewers are from Nigeria, so it's possible I'm going to be citing examples like from Nigeria. I will share my screen now. But let me just give you a background about this scholarship. This scholarship involves two institutions, like the institution in Hungary and the sending partner in Nigeria. So, the sending partner in Nigeria, it's Federal Scholarship Board, that's FSB, around Central District. So, these organization is responsible for selecting and sending the names that they've selected to the Hungarian board. It's Tempon's Foundation in Hungary. So they send the names they've selected to Hungarian institutions. Then Hungary does the final selection. But I would advise that you submit the form you submit the form to both the Federal Scholarship Board, like all your credentials and your applications to Federal Scholarship Board, or you inquire about it, or you send it through email, and you also apply online for the Hungary scholarship. Because as far as I know at this moment, the Federal Scholarship Board has not made it official and how to apply for this application, how to do this application. So there's no official application online on how to apply for the Hungarian scholarship in the Nigerian website, the Federal Scholarship website. So what I would advise you to do, like those that want to apply from Nigeria, after you've applied online on the Hungarian, I'm going to show you. Oh no, can you hear me? So I'm gonna show you Okay, I'm going to show you how you can apply here. It's very easy to apply. You just need to know how to navigate your way. Like for those that are internet savvy, you know how to navigate your way and apply. But the most important thing is for those people that are just joining now, there are two institutions that are involved in this application. The sending partner of your host country, that's your no, the sending partner of your home country, that's if you're from Nigeria, if you're from Morocco, if you're from Uganda, if you're from the Asian countries like India and Bangladesh. So they have sending partners. So you have to react, is the sending partner that selects the names and send it to Hungarian scholarship. For those in Nigeria, what you have to do is after applying online, you have to apply online on the Hungarian website. After applying online on the Hungarian website, you have to contact the Federal Scholarship Board in Nigeria, that's is in Abuja, is located in Abuja. Then they tell you what to do, or you go there by yourself. Because I've seen some cases online when I read through the chats that they don't reply email. So you can take all your credentials and your application, that's your Hungarian scholarship application, to the board, submit everything. They have like people that are in charge of it. So maybe they just collect your form and keep it. So you know you're on the safer side. So I'm going to share my screen now to show you how to do this application. And I'm also going to tell you how to structure your statement of interest, like your motivational letter, to make it look very good. It depends on the course you're applying, the course you want to apply, your previous experience, and some they ask for CV. So I'm going to also show you how to structure your CV. Academic CV is different from the work CV you use to apply for jobs. So academic CV, it's why they are concerned about your your volunteering activities, your grades, the awards you got in school, all other school activities you do. Like if you're into science, if you're in the science club, what did you do in the science club? Yeah, those kind of things are kind of attractive. It be that as it may, it doesn't mean you shouldn't include your work. If your work if your work activities or if your work responsibilities is kind of connected I'm going to show you how it might be connected. So if your work responsibilities is connected to your career, like what your course you want to choose, um your course choice, then you can include your work responsibilities. But if it's so different, you don't have to include your work responsibilities. Like, you understand what I'm saying? There are people that are doing jobs differently from um their what they want to study, like maybe for masters, PhD, or bachelor's. So I'm going to share my screen now. Okay. If you can see my screen, just say hi. Just like, so yes, and chat, type yes in the chat, so I'll just continue. Just type yes in the chat, so I'll continue. Can you see my screen? It's kind of, oh yeah, I did it that way, but if you can see it, I'll try to take it to where I want to take it to. So um no. Okay, can you see something about Stipendium Hungarian scholarship? Or is it still distorted? Let me see. Okay. Uh-huh. Yeah. Since you can. Okay, okay. Okay. So this is the website. So this is already I already imputed someone's name. Like, if you want to register, you just go to application, um application for stipendium scholarship. No, what's it? Uh-huh. This is it. You apply for stipendium, then what do you want to study? You put in, like, let's say biotechnology, search. So there are eight studies. So it shows you, like, all the universities that are offering biotechnology. But for this moment, you see, like, not available for applying the moment, not available for applying for me. So this is my applications. This is my applications. Find programs. Okay, I'm just gonna put a very popular course, economics. Economics. I go find programs. So these are the universities offering economics. These are the universities offering economics. So if you want to check the application guide, this is the application guide. This is the application guide and how to apply. So it's so easy. It's so easy. Like, okay, let me go to my own page, my application, continue. So I'm going to search program now. These are the 56 search results. So business administration and management, civil engineering, communication and media studies. Um, Unfortunately, most of them are not available at the moment. I'm just going to, I'll go to the ones that are available. Okay. Oh, what's going on? Um, let's see. apply for stipendium. Um, okay. I'm gonna see this is so I signed out and I tried to log in. Sign in or register. So this is someone else. Someone. This is for someone else. So let me say I'm a new applicant. I'm just gonna put my name and register. I'm just gonna put my name and just register. That's for new applicant. And cancel. Okay, yeah. Sign in and register. So if you're a new applicant, this is where you click and register. And once you click and register, it takes you to um it sends a code to your email. And once it sends you a code to your email, you impute that code. And once you impute that code, you start your normal registration. So I'm just going to go with no. Um, so this is like let's take for example. So this is my account. You just go here, stipendium, apply for stipendium Hungarian scholarship, apply. Then you go select all, search. So these are the courses. Like if you want to study English and American studies, more information about this. So this is the entry qualification documents. They are accepted in the following languages. In most cases, you can request a suitable transcript. So this is the requirement for all courses that if you want to apply, this is the requirement for all courses. This is the program structure, the career opportunities. Um, so I'm going back. There's communication and media studies. This is the more information that is needed for this. Like in some, they need IELTS. Like you see, this is for, to study English, communication and media studies. So they need IELTS. They need TOEFL or Duolingo or TOEIC or something like. But in some of the courses, they don't actually need it. Some of the courses they do like English interview for it. They do English interview for it. But I'm kind of I'm curious why most of the courses are unavailable at this point. Why most of the courses are unavailable at this point. But this is the application form. Once you apply for the course, uh, it will take you directly. It will take you directly to okay. Please select your citizenship. Let's say Nigeria. Nigeria. Okay, these are the courses for Nigeria. Okay, let's say I want to apply engineering. Let's say building engineering. Oh no, let me just say, okay, um, let me just say communication and media studies, communication and media studies. Communication and media studies, find programs. So we have 800 each country have the courses that are available for them. Like if you just impute the country, You see how many courses. Like for Nigeria now, we have 800 results for this course. So communication and media studies, find programs. You don't have to search everything. You just okay, look, communication and media studies. This is available. So if I want to apply, I can just say apply now. And put this and continue. Oh, sorry. Let me use. Uh-huh. Yeah. So this is it. The entry qualification is available. See the countries that is available for. English, applicants who have B2 level of English, provided if you're a native English speaker or from majorly speaking countries. Yeah, so sometimes, like if you go to the Ministry of Education in Nigeria, um, they will give you a proficiency certificate. Ministry of Education gives proficiency certificate. If you ask them for proficiency certificate, most times when you have done your bachelor's, like people that want to do masters, most times once you've done your bachelor's in Nigeria, they will give you the certificate. They will give you the certificate. So it's very easy. You can submit this certificate because they stated it here. You need a level in English language certificate. So I think they will accept it. Apart from the, I know TOEFL, IELTS might be kind of difficult for now, like people that are not ready to do it or might be too expensive for you. But I can give you like a trick, like when you go to the Ministry of Education and tell them that you need an English proficiency certificate, they're ready to give you for that. Okay, so this is, let's say we want to apply for communication media studies. You need a motivational letter. It must be added to your application. And you also sit for an interview, an entrance interview. Applications to the BA in communication and media are required to complete an interview as part of the admission process. Interviews are generally held online via Microsoft Teams and last around 10 to 15 minutes. So this is the requirement. And why you are applying online, you can just check all the forms that you submitted online and you print them and you can take them to the board, the Federal Scholarship Board, because they are the ones that send the names to the Hungarian institutions, like the Hungarian government. Like if they don't send the name, the partner countries does not send the name, the Hungarian government will not be able to recognize your application online. It's after they've sent your name, then they recognize your application online. So you have to liaise with the sending partner and know that they are sending the names. So this is how the applications go. If you want to apply, you just not available for apply. I thought it was available for applying at the moment. Let's go back now. Oh, so um, so this is how it's done. This is how the application goes. Do you have any question now before I proceed? If you have any question, you can type. And do you have any question? Why proceed? Okay, no question. So how do you go with the application with the statement motivational letter? So a motivational letter, it's actually you sitting down. Okay, thank you. No, it can't be independent of Nigerian government. It can't be independent of Nigerian government because it's like it's like an agreement between Hungarian government and your partner institution. So it can't be independent of I I don't know why it's done like that. I don't know how Hungarian government is still taking to that because some of the partner countries that were like partner with Nigeria had like, single-handedly um created a way in which you can just apply online. You don't need the institution. You don't need Nigerian government to partner to send in the names. But Hungarian government is still insisting on the Federal Scholarship Board. I know it can be tedious. I know sometimes, most times they don't reply in the email, but if you can create time and just go there and tell them your case and maybe you have all your documents and your application, I think they will listen to you and they might just get your phone because many people are reluctant to go there and feel like, oh, they might not listen to them, or they might just be they might just ignore them. But I feel like there is no harm in trial because they made it very, very necessary that you inquire from your partner from your home country, send in the documents through them because they have to recognize you from the home country, like your partner country, before they even consider your application. So yeah. No, they are not art related courses. They have science courses. They if you start your application, you just go to put in your country. They have a lot of, you see that the Nigeria has 800 results, so it can be the 800 courses cannot be at. I assure you, like they have technical courses. They have even medical courses like biochemistry. They have medicine and surgery. They have nursing. Yes, they even have economics, accounting, communication, and media studies. So not only art, they have art and science. So any other question? Okay, if no other question, I'm going to just give you a brief on how to write the motivational letter. And I will try and okay, I'll try my best to send in like sample or to show you like sample on how to write the motivational letter and also structure your CV. Let's start with CV. CV is purely academic, and like you are meant to pitch experience, your academic experience, your work related experience that is connected to academics, your awards, if you have any awards, like maybe you're the best student, best mathematics students, like for those that are applying for bachelors, like maybe you were in science club, you did a lot of things, like those are applying for like art, you had like some maybe let's say fine art, those that are applying for fine art, you had drawings that you displayed, so you could create a portfolio, and it's like a portfolio is a CV. It's pitching yourself. It's like displaying yourself. Like if you're a dancer and someone say, "Oh, come and show us," try to convince us that you're a good dancer. The thing you would do is start dancing, right? Or you will show your dance videos. You will show your dance videos. You tell the person, "No, I have a link where you can watch my dance video." So it's same thing. Like you want to study this course. What's your experience? Like what experience do you have? And apart from your experience, what what do you intend to become after that course? What would the course add to you? Like for example, if I want to if I want to become a social worker, if I want to study social work, I'll say, oh, I've done a lot of volunteering. I have campaigned for um maybe sexual and menstrual health, hygiene. I don't know if I pronounce it well, and I've done it in my community. I've volunteered with many local NGOs for this. And why I want to do this course is I believe like once I learn experiences on social work in the international terrain, it will give me more exposure. It will give me more exposure and more knowledge about how to safely handle, how to increase the sensitization or be a contributor to uh, promoting safe sexual and menstrual hygiene. So something like that. I think he has given you a picture. So your motivational, your CV and your motivational letter should at least capture what you have done, what you are doing presently, and what do you envisage to become after after your studies, like after your masters, after your bachelor's, and after your PhD. So I'm going to share. I'm just going to share my CV. This is actually advanced, but you could use it as an inspiration. I'm just going to share it. Let me see if I can get it here. Mm, okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Academic CV. Yeah. No, this night. Give me some minutes, please. Oh yeah. So I'm just going to share my CV. I'm going to show you now how my CV looks like. Share screen, entire, yeah, guys, share. Okay, hide. Oh God, what's happening? Okay, yeah. So you can see my CV, right? So this is my CV. They don't need your, I don't know, if you're applying for masters, the least you should put, they don't need your elementary school. So I started because this is like a PhD CV. So I started from post-secondary, and this is like what I want to do in my PhD. This is like the topic, and this is my MSc. So yeah, you see that the academic survey, I wrote my grade. So the most important thing, if you don't really have a good grade, you don't have to include it. You can just put the class there. But if you have a very good CGPA, you should actually include your CGPA, like how I did now. I included my CGPA to show like it's like a form of attraction and see the impact. I even wrote my thesis, what I did in my thesis there. So look at Federal University Lokoja, gender empowerment on this. This is my final year project in my university. This is my CGPA. This is my class. So if you don't have a really good CGPA, you don't have to include it. But if you have a good CGPA, you can include it. And this is my if you have certificate for another language, is it also gives you an edge, so you can include it there. So this is my language certificate, and this is at the grade. So you see that the work experience that you have that is not related to what you want to study, like your career prospect, you don't have to include it because it's irrelevant there. It's like you want to study law, and maybe you've worked in maybe you've worked in Cape, I don't know, maybe like in a hotel or something. I'm not trying to denigrate the job, but you understand when I mean, like it doesn't relate, so you don't have to include it. Excuse me. So this is like the awards. This is the awards. You have to include it because you are pitching yourself and you have to stand out. So you include all these. In invest this these are the awards. This is the year. You know, like okay, these are my work experience that are connected to it. I thought because PhD you have to teach as part of your responsibility. So I this is part of this work experience is relevant to what I want to do. And these are my volunteering. So the volunteering I did, it's relevant. So I included them. I put them in, and you have to work with metrics like the number of people you impacted, number of people you served while you were doing your volunteering, how many people did you meet, how many people did you converse with. So you just have to explain in details, like just in one sentence. And this is my research experience. So this is my research experience, what I've done, like the research I've done, my master's level, my bachelor's level, like class research. You know, sometimes like professors tell you, oh, go write on something to put you in group and say do research. So this is also relevant. This was my publication, like before my PhD. So leadership experience also it's very important. Your leadership experience is very important. If you don't have any leadership experience, it doesn't mean that you can't apply it. So it's because I have like a little bit of leadership experience. That's why I applied. I included it in my studies. And mind you, my work experience is not only teaching, but this is the relevant work experience. That's why I included it. So my work experience alone is not only teaching. I have other work experiences, but I didn't have to include it. They don't even have to know. So this is just the work experience that is relevant to what I'm applying. So this is the publication and this is the leadership experience. This is personal skills. So you include your personal skills that are relevant to your course. What you want to like the communication and media. If you know how to edit video, if you know how to present, if you know how to use PowerPoint, if you know how to use Canva, very good. Like you can even put it as a portfolio, display your work as a excuse me as a portfolio. You can attach it or you can drop a link where they can access it. It's because it's something I can just write here. If you know they are too big for 3 pages, you can just drop a link and they click the link and they access all your work. So it's like a portfolio. And these are my ICT skills that are included, languages spoken. So this is actually the CV. This is how my CV looks. And you can decide to add, you don't need to put reference. If they need reference, they will let you know. So you don't need to put any reference. Nowadays, CV, you don't need to put reference. You see that I didn't put my date of birth. It's not really relevant. So sometimes you don't have to put your location. So I just included here because of the investment. So this is my name, the number, email, my research profile. So this is how this will be like. You don't have to make it so complicated with a design, put passport. You know, people want to really make it complicated. You can use Microsoft Word to do this. Like I used Microsoft Word to create this CV. So you don't have to make it really, really complicated and technical. So it's just simple Microsoft Word and you just have to do it. Like even if someone is typing it for you, arrange it in a way to show the person this is how you type it and you do it. I mean, okay, be that as it may. Um Do you have any question for the CV? Then I will try to share maybe motivational letter that is very good. If you have any question for the CV, let me know. If you don't have, then I can just go to the motivational letter. Okay, how many of you like if you feel like this CV it's not hard to just think about and do in 2 days, can you just say yes? Maybe just two or three people say yes in the chat, so I know it's not really technical. It's very possible. Yeah. Okay. Second person before I proceed. Okay, I'm going to like share one of my motivational letter, and you see how to write the motivation. It's not like I used it to apply for a scholarship, but I feel like if you go through that direction, it's very important. So gone are the days where they use motivational letter. Oh, I right from when I was young, my mom was sick. She had this. Or my cousin was sick. She had this. We couldn't treat her. We couldn't treat her, and that made me to want to study nursing because I'm interested in this. I want to, I want to be a nurse in my community. It's actually a cliche now, so everybody have gotten used to it. Like even the examiners have gotten used to this kind of strategy. So people are now bringing in new strategy. Now, when you want to write a motivational letter, you think of your dissertation you want to do. Like if you're going for your masters, you think of in 2 years, what will be my master's thesis? What problem do I want to solve? If you're going for bachelor's, you say, oh, in 4 years or in 3 years, because most of the bachelor's in Europe is actually 3 years. So if like in 3 years, what kind of research I want to talk about? Like, do I want to talk about if you're doing economics, do I want to talk about taxation? Do I want to talk about international development? Is there a limit to one's work experience, like the number of years one has worked in the past? Oh, okay, there is no limit. Um, if you have like 1 to 2 years, 1 to 2 years is okay. So there's no limit. Even if you have 5 years, just put it there. It's even the more the better. But I believe like 5 years should be the bar. 5 years to be the bar. Like if you have four, three, two, one, it's still okay. Just include it there. And I'm sure like if you're going for masters, you'll have at least 1 year experience working. Yeah, okay. Like if you are going for biochemistry and you've worked in the lab or you've done something really using, you just have to include it. Like talk about what you did. Now let's go to the motivational letter. Now you discover a problem. Talk about what you did in the past. Oh, I found out that my community suffers from flood. So let me just give you an example. I found out that my community suffers from flood, and I found like the drainage system isn't properly managed. That's the drainage system is not properly managed. So I and the youths of the community made it important that every Saturday we go to clear the drainage, take the dump out of the drainage to make water the drainage system like open for water to have free passage, go through the system and have free passage to prevent climate change consequences, like when rain falls, like water to not be diverted to people's houses or to the roadside, something like that. And you now say maybe you want to study sustainable, there's sustainable development and you want to socialize on climate change. So things like this has already created that mindset in the examiner mind. Okay, this guy knows what he's doing, or she knows what she's doing. So there are many, like in your separate courses, I'm sure many of you, like, okay, you want to study civil law, or you want to study civil rights, something like that, and maybe you notice that most of the you kind of popularized, um let's say, against child abuse or against early child marriage, things like that in your community, and you feel like you need to push further and learn about other things. How can this be managed in the community? And yeah, things like that. So I'm going to give you a very practical way in which you can put this, like arrange this in a very way. And there are a lot of AI you can use now. We have Quibot, we have Research Rabbit, like there are a lot of AI, Perplexity, ChatGPT. You can use it to arrange your work. Like even if you don't know how to station your work very well, you can use AI tools to manage it and make it look very presentable, academic, make it look very formal. So I'm going to share. I hope I have like one of those. I'm just going to check now and see if I still have like. one or two cover letter in which I can share. Um, Okay. Um, Documents. Mm, okay. Give me like 2, 3, 4 minutes. So I just okay. This is actually a simple one. It's very simple, but I believe like it gives you a clue. I'm gonna share my screen now. I'm gonna share my screen now. So, fine. So yeah, this is actually one of how you can write a cover letter. This is how many words? 299. So it doesn't. I will share a more detailed one, but this is like a clue. My interest in the intern position is rooted in my passion for social entrepreneurship. My sojourn over the years through volunteering and partnership in the humanitarian organization space. I've come to appreciate the importance of personal development through honing skills, and this can, in a bigger way, cause change in one's community. This is timely opportunity which will help young ones, including myself, have the requisite skill to drive positive change in the world. My work has been directed to displaced persons as over the years. I have partnered with local groups to seek funding and implement projects geared at improving the living condition of these displaced persons, especially vulnerable groups. We have been able to implement some significant projects that have helped something like that. So the internship aligns perfectly with my goals. I afford the opportunity to benefit the comprehensive program. So this is why you need the internship. What you've done, what you've done in the past, why you need the internship. Design stepping stone to my career advancement. I'm particularly drawn to the privilege of being under his supervision and being a group of like minds that share the same aspiration. So this is quite general. I can still share like one of which it's more detailed. I think I'm just gonna look for one of it that's more detailed and share. Mm, this this it. Yeah, yeah. This is more detailed. So I'm just gonna read like very slow. As an early career researcher and a doctoral student in the field of political science and public administration, I have actively engaged and contributed to conferences, academic discussions, and workshops on policies premised on African policy frameworks, refugees, displaced persons, migration, women's marginalization, and policies surrounding marginalized groups in the African society. This one is now more detailed. One of the conferences that I participated at the James Madison University Harrisburg deliberated on this contending topic on strengthening accountability and transparency of African policy and policymakers. Many strategies, discussions, and methodologies were debated and discussed. It served as an eye opener on the myriads of loopholes that are evident in policy incubation stage and the maturity stage. This has shaped my thoughts and understanding of how humans are pivotal to make policy work. The action and inaction of actors are determinant of policy relevance and sustainability. Another interesting fact is that when it comes to failure of policy in Africa, it's premised on the wide gap between research findings and policy framework, which is very pronounced. Policies in Nigeria are rather reactive rather than proactive. It is not only attributed to lack of competence, but character deficiency as well. So you figured out problems associated with African policy. Now they know like you have figured you've spotted the problem, like you've x-rayed the problem. So Africa as a continent have been changed with enough trained professionals. So I'm building a preamble why I need this program. that can lead transformation from ideas to reality, research policy, and policy to solution. I believe that this program is a rare opportunity or platform to transform think tank into active policymakers that are product of comprehensive mentoring and training. The idea of transforming researchers to policy technocrats are impact driven. My academic work over the years have equipped me with the background knowledge on how African public policy germinates to social benefits. I have a nuanced understanding of the basic tenets of the democratic progress in the African setting. This program is one of many fellowships that can bet a new generation of thinkers who are not just invested in lip service but becoming stakeholders in sustainable development of the African world. I am quite aware of this Herculean task it takes to transition from an academic research to an impactful policy work, which is why this program is a rare opportunity for me to be equipped, enriched, trained with the requisite skills and knowledge. The internship aligns perfectly with my goals. Now we're talking about the future, as it affords me the opportunity to benefit from comprehensive program, which is designed to be a stepping stone to my career advancement. I'm particularly drawn to being under a comprehensive supervision and being a group of linked minds that share the same aspiration. Opportunity to be involved in workshops, supervision, party sections, and project manager will not only refine my skill, but give me insight, prospect of challenges of being an agent of social impact practicable in the world. Sincerely, Francis Salau. So, this is where we'll draw the curtain. This is where I will end because that's just the most important thing about the application is your CV and your what's it called, your motivational letter. So I think that's the most important. About the English proficiency, you can get it if you need your English proficiency, you can get it from the Ministry of Education. Just ask them that, oh, you need to apply something abroad and you need to get a English proficiency, and they give it to you. Then about the partner countries, you just have to get all your forms after registering online. Get all your forms ready. You can take it to the Federal Scholarship Board, or you can even mail them to the Federal Scholarship Board. You put in details like in letter, or this is connected to the Stipendium Hungarian scholarship. I understood that you're the partner country, so you need to send in the documents I just submitted for you to check, review, and see if you can select. So I think that's it. If you have any question about this, or maybe you've tried applying, you have a little bit of challenge, you can just ask me now. Or if you think like you still don't understand one or two things that I've said, you can ask me. So I just give you clarification on that, or just close. You can type in the chat if you have any question, like 5 minutes or questions, maybe. Like, to be honest, I advise you to use Ministry of Education sometimes, because most of these European countries, they actually respect the one that comes from they want to see Federal Ministry of Education, Nigeria. They know that one is actually legit than the institution, because they believe like anyone can just give you an institutional certificate, and they don't have the necessary parameters to be able to vet your that certificate if it's accurate or not. So they believe Federal Ministry of Education is more accurate than the institution. So I would advise you. They might accept. I don't know about them. They might accept your university proficiency certificate. They might not accept. But to be on the safer side, you should use. I think it's very easy to go. You just have to pay like a certain amount of money, and they give it to you once you study in your bachelor's in English in Nigeria. That's the criteria. They just have to see your certificate and they issue it to you. It's a new development. I don't think they were doing it before, but now they do it now. They issue English proficiency certificate. Is this scholarship the same with the BA scholarship? Because you talked about submitting the applications to scholarship of Nigeria. Yeah, it's kind of connected to BA scholarship because it's a partnership business. So yes, it's more or less like BA scholarship. The thing is the Nigerian government that sends in the names to the Hungarian government. Then the Hungarian government does final selection. But for you to be on the safer side, you apply online on the Hungarian this scholarship and also send in your documents to the Federal Scholarship Board. So it's more or less like the BA, yes. Any other further questions? We can just close. So I believe everyone here is going to apply, right? How do we go about submitting in Nigeria? Okay, I said like you can go there by yourself. Like you just type in Federal Scholarship Board on on your Google map. Like if you live in Abuja, you will see the location. Like any Uber person can take you there. So I when you are going there, just prepare all your documents like your motivational letter, the application form. You can print the application form once you finish applying in on the website. So you can print it. You print the application form, take all your certificates like your bachelor certificate, like all the certificate they asked while you were applying online. So you make sure you apply, do all the application before you take everything to the scholarship board. So you do all the certificates that they requested while you were applying, like the medical bed. No, I don't think they asked for bed, but bachelor certificate, your transcript. And something about the transcript, if you've not gotten your transcript yet, or you're part of the institute, you are among your institution is among the institution that don't give the student transcript in hand. They actually you can they have provision in which you can send the transcript directly to them, and there's a position there which you can just fill it. Okay, my transcript is not in hand; it will be ready, and they'll send it to you, and they understand. So your transcript, your bachelor's certificate, your medical certificate, your passport, photocopy, not your original passport, your passport photocopy, your NIN. I think I don't know, but no, your passport covers your international passport already covers for NIN. So your international passport photocopy and all other important documents. Yeah. What about those that aren't living or staying in Abuja? Is there any website or something for us to apply through Nigeria education system? You can actually send your documents via post. Since it's photocopy, you're not sending original. So I would advise you to send it via post or you send it through their email. But I from the chats I read from other people, they're complaining that they don't even reply to their emails. So it's better you actually send it via post, like photocopies via post. Or is it important we authenticate as a grade? No, it's not important. But when you are selected and you're applying for embassy, like you're going for verification, then you authenticate your document. But it's not important now. They don't ask for authentication now. You can authenticate your document when you are selected. It's very easy. You just authenticate it at Ministry of Education and Ministry of Foreign Affairs. Then you take it to the embassy and they stamp it for you. Exactly. I was just about to ask about transcripts. Oh yeah, the transcript. Like I understand that most of the institutions don't actually give you the transcript. So there is provision for them. You tell them there's a provision when you're applying. There's provision if your transcript is not ready, you write a statement and saying, "Oh, my transcript is not ready. My institution will send it over to this mail. Drop it to the school institution and something like that." Yeah. How do we know there's a document to send to avoid sending irrelevant documents to? Like I said, after applying, all the documents that they asked you online, you should also send it physically in hand. The application form. So once you finish applying, they ask you, do you want to download the application form? You download the application form. It shows all your data. That's your personal data, your motivational statement, your CBD, everything you applied for, everything you did in the application. It show you the course you applied for the institution. It showed even they ask for your your photo passport. So it shows. So once you download it with the application letter, you take in all the documents they asked online while you were applying. So that is what you add. So it doesn't. There is no confusion about it. Anything that the Hungarian Stipendium Hungarian scholarship did not ask you to submit online, you don't have to submit it handy. And submit photocopies only. Your passport is photocopy, all other certificates. Your transcript is if you have your own transcript handy, you submit it photocopy. Your bachelor's result certificate, you submit it photocopy. If you don't have bachelor original certificate, submit your statement of results photocopy. So they also collect statement because they even say if you are not yet a graduate, like you are supposed to be a graduate, like you're supposed to get your bachelor's in 3 months. You just indicate it there that this is the right statement, that this is the time I would get my bachelor's. So yeah, like that. So the Nigerian Federal Education are the one in charge of the selection in Nigeria. I know the scare. Unfortunately, I don't know, but yes, it involves both the Nigerian government and the Stipendium Hungarian scholarship. So the Nigerian government first they do the selection before the Nigerian government. But I feel like it's a partnership thing. So Hungarian bring their list, and so they kind of match the list and see who they are. But Nigerian government, what I know is that Nigerian government plays a role in the selection of applicants. Nigerian applicants, they play a role. So any other question? Any other question? 2 minutes. So I see if we have any other question, then just end the stream instead of staying for long. Can we have the website? Oh yeah, let me share the website for you. Yeah. Okay. Copy. That's the website. So that's the website. You just click on the website and you know the registration. Do you have any if you have any question about the application, just let me know now. Maybe you will not be able to reach me because reaching me in other places like consultation, and it's going to be on a different mode. So if you notice like you're going to have any challenge with the application, just put the question down and just clarify. But it's very user friendly. Like it's just a normal application. It's you applying for, you apply for custom job, like all these federal government jobs. So it's very user friendly. What about for Nigeria? So we can have a track of whom we are looking for in Abuja. You mean the Nigerian website, the Federal Scholarship Board website? Oh yeah, I can share you the website. I just have to do. Let me Federal Scholarship Board. Mm, it's Federal Scholarship Board BAA. So it's loading now. When it loads, I'm gonna paste it in the chat. So you just have to click and so it's actually you just go to Google and say Federal Scholarship Board. I don't know why the page is not working. Oh yeah, this is copy. Excuse me. So that's it. FSB. What about for Nigerians who can have track? Oh yeah. So I just pasted like the board, the scholarship board, FSB for you to see. So is there any other question? So I should not waste your time, my time. So like I said, the courses are not art courses. They have like science, I've checked all through social science. And there is application guide like on the site. If you really want more clarification, they have the application guide. So you see all the application guide. So in absence of any other question, I think we can call it a day. We can draw the curtain here. And I wish you best of luck. The deadline is on the 15th of January, so try to finish up the application and send in your forms. And I wish you best of luck. Ciao. Bye bye.